do I start? Right, it's day 13 now. Deliberate mistake on day 12. I announced it as day 11. So it's two day 11s, but actually one was day 12. Brilliant, eh? Great stuff. Never mind, where was I? Oh, in the campsite with the dumbhead weird brewery people. The next morning it was Barnstable. Walking to Barnstable was pretty boring really. It was a long walk, lots of cycles going past again, even in the morning. I did stop for something to eat. An old woman was there in this little coffee next to the river. I have to let her buy her stuff first, but she said no. Then she said she had no money. I was going to offer her a £5 to help it. And then she said she had. And I got something to eat. Sausage sandwich was very nice. Off went to Barnstable. Left the strange woman to get on with it. Approaching Barnstable, took for ages. Then she got to the town. Been there before, obviously years ago, working, delivering. And went to Millets, a few other places. Decided I wanted a lighter sleeping bag. Sick of carrying the big heavy one. Bad idea. Never mind. I bought a lighter sleeping bag. 2 seasons instead of 3. And stood there wondering what to do with the 3-season one. And the woman beside us, who was buying something for her daughter to go into some outdoor thing, said her husband was a policeman, so she took that for the homeless. So that's it, disposed of, useful, brilliant. 2 days later I'm lying freezing in my stage 2 sleeping bag. Some homeless person's beautiful and warm in my stage 3 because it turned cold. And there you go. Not that I'm against anybody being warm, and it's my fault I was cold. But I was heading for Exmoor at the time. It was starting to get more interest in the walk because, to be honest, I was sick to death of that southwest coast path. It was pretty well the same all the time, up and down, expensive places to buy something to eat. Pretty hard work. Bude to Bideford was pretty boring apart from a beautiful place. As you know, Bude to Bideford was where laying down at caravan site, which was brilliant. Then Bideford to Barnstable bit, Target Trail, etc. The Mad Brewery. And now we're in Barnstable, smelling things. And then after a while, out of Barnstable, up in towards Exmoor. And the first few villages. Bratton Fleming was the first place. Took a long time to get there, a lot of country roads, hard work. When I got there I was absolutely knackered. There was supposed to be a pub there and a shop. It was my plan to stop there. It was my plan to buy something in the shop and have a beer. It went well wrong. First of all, the shop was closed. Second of all, the pub was closed. When I discovered the shop was closed, I decided to clatter myself on the lawn outside the shop and have a sleep and pull myself round because I was absolutely knackered. The heat had got to us. I'd walked bloody miles. Thought, I'm having a rest. I was lying there basically nodding off asleep and a voice said, "Are you okay?" I looked round, here's a young lad stood there. I said, yeah, I'm just having a nap. So I was going to go to the shop, and obviously it's shut. I could do with some water. Said I was going to go to the pub, but it's shut. He says, yeah, the guy bought the pub. Within no time at all, closed it down. It was a money-making experience. He wants money for it. Nobody's bought it yet. He says, ruined the village. I says, oh, I've been there before. But never mind, that's another story. Anyway, I just lay there for a bit longer. Sat there a bit longer, and then a fella came around the corner with a bottle of water. It was the lad's son, father, sorry. And he says, yeah. He wasn't very particularly friendly. I think he thought it was a tramp. He thought he was lying when I said what I was doing. But never mind, he gave us the water. And I thought, well, can't stay around here. The next thing, I went to the public toilets. This was funny, this. I went to the public toilets. I saw a lad on a skateboard up the street. Didn't take much notice of him. It was like a skateboard. Goes back to where I put my bag and that. Sat there sorting things out. A skateboard boy lands up. He said, I just need to ask you something. I said, yeah. Did you say that I hope I died if I crossed the road and hit by a car and got killed across the road? You'd shout that to me. I said, what? I didn't speak to you. No. He said, I just needed to make sure. I've got to leave this village. This place is mental. Did I say, get killed when he crossed the road? There wasn't a road there. I know he looked at us, but I didn't speak to him. It was all turned a bit mad, really. Accused of telling somebody they're going to get killed. People thought I was dead, or nearly dead, lying there flat out. I know the heat was getting to us, but this was mental. Yeah, Devon was turning into a very interesting place. So we marched on for another 4 miles after seeing a guy who said that there was somewhere to camp a mile further on. It was a bollocks. It wasn't really. I battled on to the next village. Past quite a few interesting places, an old train line place. I'll put the name of that when I think of it later on. It was interesting. Something to do with Cape Town, South Africa, and railway lines. In this little farm. Unbelievable. Some sort of dog thing going on over there. We aimed for another village where there was supposed to be a pub again. Or just a village really, but a pub as well apparently. And this time I was told the pub would be open. And I was thinking, please God, it must be, because it was yet another one of those days when I was choking to death and I needed sustenance. The village I was aiming for was a place called Chalacum. And the pub there was called the Black Venus, which was interesting, seeing how good a Venus guitar. So I was interested in this pub. But to be honest, I thought I was never going to get there. It involved more up hills, windy roads, down into valleys, up the other side, at least 3 times. Cattle chasing us down the side of a bank. Very, very interesting to me. Had a laugh with them. Pickups come flying around corners. Got to the village of Chalacum, saw the sign, thought here we are. It was a normal thing. Yes, it was at Chalacum. Yes, I'd seen the sign, but it was another half a mile or more before I finally heard voices, which I'd heard nothing for hours. Because I didn't see a soul apart from the person who accused us of shouting at him that he was dead, and the person who thought I was dead in the last village, Bratton Fleming. But lo and behold, finally I came up a hill, and there in front of us was a pub. Busiest pub I've ever seen in my life. The pub was absolutely heaving. Young people. Knocking on 150 to 200. It wasn't a very big pub. It was a small pub. And it was absolutely stowed out. Unbelievable. I'm actually choking by now. I mean, deadly choking. Really had enough. And so I dumped my massive bag and my sticks outside because there was no way I could get in the door. I couldn't even see the bar. And then I just barged through. Pushed and pushed my way at the bar, got talking to somebody at the bar, told him what I was doing, told him how far I'd walked that day. And he was kind enough to get the barman to say, look, there's a guest here, get him served. I bought 2 pints of lager, somehow managed to get back outside to a table, sat down. First one didn't touch the sides. I thought I'll have to have something to eat as well. First of all. The second one taking longer. Sitting there, I had the Ordnance Survey map, obviously because Exmoor hasn't to be taken lightly really. I was kind of dreading it, but luckily the weather was good. Stuck the Ordnance Survey map, on the table. All the young farmers have come past. Oh, taking a mickey. Oh, he must be lost. Oh, he's definitely looking for somewhere. All the mickey stuff anyway. Okay, well, I wasn't lost, and I camped up above the pub that night. I had something nice to eat in the pub. Day over.